Tara here from LA Makerspace, and I'm very excited to be joined by one of my favorite makers, Quinn. Today we're going to chat about teaching at LA Makerspace. Most people probably think of LA Makerspace as the most amazing place to learn something, anything to do with DIY, but have you thought about teaching there? When you teach, it's one of the best ways to retain what you've just learned. So let's talk about some of the classes that Quinn's taught. Now, Quinn, I know that you taught the fantastic beginning Arduino class, and I'm just wondering if you could talk a little bit about, was that the first class you ever taught, and what did you need to do to prep for it, and anything else that you think would be valuable for anyone else that's thinking about teaching to consider?
Yeah, well, I did, that was my second Arduino class. I actually had a class before with 4 of my friends, and it was a preparation class for this one. I prepared greatly for this. I made a 82 slide PowerPoint presentation. I practiced it many times on my parents, and it's just a lot of preparation if you want to teach a class. I encourage everyone, once they've learned something, to teach others how to do so. I really don't see an age limit. I mean, any kids from 5 to whatever age you want can teach other kids or even adults. Kids can also learn from adults. You don't really think about that because adults teach kids in classrooms, but if we switch that around and say kids can teach adults, I see a big potential for adults learning from kids.
So, yeah, I mean, that's a really good point. I mean, I think that it's just a matter of being a great teacher. And so age shouldn't make a difference. It's, the knowledge that you have and the way that you can relate to people in your class. So, I mean, at the beginning Arduino class that you did at Crashspace, you had people of different ages and skill levels there. How do you teach to a class that, some of them had never even, touched a breadboard before, and some of them had? How do you teach to the different levels?
I believe that if you relate it to something that they know, they will be able to process it in their mind. Like if you say, maybe a jumper wire is like the hallway, so it connects two things. If they get that analogy, they can really get what electronics is all about, no matter what the age.
That makes a lot of sense. So in addition to being a good instructor, what do you think a place like LA Makerspace needs to have in order to help you be a good instructor?
I believe a good teaching space. Any amount, probably from 10 to 20 or 25, is a great amount to teach. And always help is a great thing.
So like having volunteers there to help?
Yeah, exactly. There's lots and lots of people that helped at my Intro to Arduino class at Crashbase, which was very helpful. I think a lot of people got it more when there were more teachers, a better ratio from teachers to students.
Is it important for the volunteers to be as knowledgeable as you are, in this case, Arduino, in order to be helpful?
I believe that it's an essential thing to know Arduino to be able to help at an Arduino class. But I also think that if there's something that the helpers don't know, I think they could actually benefit from the class. And they're also, in a way, teaching other people.
Right, that makes sense. So now that you've done a beginning Arduino class, and I think you've done some other ones, are you thinking about doing any more advanced classes?
I kind of want to do an advanced class. I think what's advanced is just getting more experience and doing more projects. And then you could also teach making even libraries and making it interface with other devices out in the world. Like you could have a library for Nintendo Wii controllers, or you could have it for other printers even. So you can explore the world of making by just exploring what's in your home.
Well, that sounds like fun. And so, in order for you to be able to teach a more advanced class, you're going to increase your skill level. And are you doing that? Do you have any help? Do you have someone like a mentor that helps you improve and level up?
Well, I'm mostly self-taught, and my parents help me along the way a lot, and they learn with me. And it's pretty fun having some people that are close to you that are learning what you learn at about the same pace. And I also go on a lot of websites every day, mostly like SparkFun and Adafruit and Make Magazine. They're very helpful, and that's basically how I learn more.
And you have a class that you're going to be teaching with Mark Fraunfelder at LA Makerspace in the new year. Are you looking forward to that?
Oh, yes, very. I haven't met Mark yet. It'll be very fun to help him teach another Arduino class.
Yeah, I mean, that class sold out like almost right away, so really excited for that. Is there anything else that you'd like to share before we go, Quinn?
Could I share maybe a project?
Great.
Okay, so this one is in prototyping right now. It is a Christmas star for a Christmas tree. And what it does is it's based on an Arduino. It's a really messy Arduino with a proto shield. And when you plug it in, it has LEDs right here on the tips and everything. And they're RGB LEDs. So when you press the button, you can turn the knob to change the color.
Very cool. I need one of those. You can see behind me the star that my son worked on. We have an LED light in it, and that's about it. He's only 2, though. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much.